All right, so the floor is yours now, Sir H.
Yun kasi yun nga, it's always fun for me to talk to graduate school students. So sige. So I entitled it Principal Supervisory Scope and Work in a Nutshell. Pasensya na kayo sa mga nag-pop up mga different messenger groups nakin yan. Anyway, sige. So I hope to discuss to you the history, identity, vision, mission, formation goals, and core values of the school, our way of leadership and governance, and the development that we had for the past 3 years, and our responses for the 5 questions. Nilagay ko dito 5, parang 6 ata. Anyway, then we will maybe focus on the Q&A if necessary. So we know that Ateneo is not just a 62-year-old school or 63-year-old school. No? It's part of a big tapestry of 450 years of history. No? From Saint Ignatius of Loyola, our patron saint, up to the construction of the school. Well, the school started in 1958. No, they were started by the Jesuits, the Jesuit missionaries from China who were kicked out because of the communist takeover. And so because of that, in 1958, Santa Maria was born. Santa Maria Catholic School then, now Ateneo de Iloilo Santa Maria Catholic School. We in the Philippines, well, there are hundreds of Jesuit schools in the world, no, and in the Philippines there are 10 major schools, and Ateneo de Iloilo is the second youngest. The youngest of all is Xavier School San Juan, no? I think 8 years pa lang ang Xavier School San Juan. Okay, and we started in Santa Maria, and now we are in San Rafael Mandurriao, and that's our building. I think some of you are familiar with the building already, but even that building has its history, no, from its conception and then eventually from how it looks like now. And then now, of course, we are so proud that the first and only Jesuit Pope is now the Pope, no, Pope Francis. And the way Pope Francis lead the Catholic Church is pwede nyo na ma-extrapolate the way we also manage our school. No? So we have Saint Ignatius of Loyola as our patron saint, and this is our school. And that's 480 years, no, from 7 pioneers in 480 years ago to 24,400 Jesuits. Ours, we started in 1958 with 9 students, and now we have, I think, 1,994 students after 63 years. So you have we based our way of proceeding in using different literatures, no? From the olden literature, Ratio Studiorum, to now the Ignatian Pedagogical Paradigm. So some of you will ask what makes Ateneo School different from others. Maybe one of the reasons is not just the Jesuit flavor, but well, part of that is the Ignatian Pedagogical Paradigm, which we consider as the Bible, or Bible when we do things in school, in class, and even at work. So as a school, we are a Chinese, Filipino, Catholic, and Jesuit school. Some might not know that we are a Chinese, Filipino school. So makikita mo yan sa mga structures namin. That's why it's Chinese is a required subject from grade 1 up to grade 10. And our main goal is to form leaders who pursue excellence that is ignited by love and service. So not just excellence, but excellence that is predicated by love and service. And that is more so discussed, elaborated more on the way we do things in school and even our structure. No? For us, everything is formation and everyone is a formator. So Ma'am Jen is a formator, our staff, our janitor is a formator, even the place, no? The place, every nook and cranny in school is a chapel. It's an area and an opportunity, space for student formation, not just formation of the students, but also formation of our teachers. So we take a high premium on academic formation, but academic formation, although that's the one that we are popular with, academic excellence, well, that's the way I hear it. Maybe that's true, maybe it's not. But maybe lihid sa kaalaman ng mga iba, we take more premium also to psycho-emotional formation, spiritual and social formation of the students. And that can be seen the way we organize the way we structure our school. No? So by the way, all these things, ang hashtag na to, poster to na ginawa ko first day in this school year. These are the core values of the school. We have the 7 C's: culture, character, conscience, community, compassion, competence, Christ-centeredness, and the others, no, we call them Ignatian values. These are very important because we want to do things based on this. And we don't want to do things in school without anchoring it on this. No? Remember, forming leaders who pursue excellence ignited by love and service. So whenever we look at our students, we are being reminded that we're teaching math, we're teaching physics, or we are doing guidance counseling because we want to form our students to become leaders someday who are ignited by love and service. Not just leaders, no, without conscience, but leaders who pursue things with love and service talaga. So yun yung nasa likod ng ulo namin, no, whenever we meet or talk to people, to students, and even to our colleagues. So our school is headed by the Board of Trustees with the National Societies of Ben Nebres as the head. The President's Council, that's the next highest group, headed by our school president. And I'm the one presiding over the Academic Council, which is composed of the mid-level administrators, supervisors, and the top-level administrators. Okay, so our school looks like this, no, BOT president. I am working side by side with 4 associate principals, but also at the same level, we have our HR, treasurer, and director of services. Our boss is our school president. So I will focus more on academic and formation. So the head of our kinder to grade 10 is Dr. Guevara. He's the associate principal for curriculum instruction. Under him are 10 MLAs and 107 teaching faculty with 15 formators. Dr. Matthew Lasap is the one leading our senior high school, so associate principal for senior high school with 3 cluster coordinators, 20 teachers, and 5 formators. So basically, there are 127 teaching faculty with formators. By the way, ang definition namin ng formators, I will explain it later, with 1,994 students. So everyone is a formator, but just for classification purposes, we call our people under non-academic formation. But remember kanina, academic formation. We divide our formation into academic and non-academic. So under non-academic, we have the Campus Ministry and Social Involvement Office, Guidance and Testing, Student Development Program, and Discipline. Sir Primo is the one in charge of all the 4. But we also have another part in our school which we call learning support, no, where Mrs. Cordero is the one heading. So ang Campus Ministry and Social Involvement, ito yung extension, outreach, masses, etc. Campus Ministry, recollections, etc. Guidance and testing, you know that. Student development, it is in charge with the varsity, with the clubs, with the student organizations, with contests, no, in school, out school, student activities. And the discipline program, you know that already by now. So these are our, nilagay ko dito para, kasi hindi ko alam if you are interested with the work of the principal, who is also the supervisor of the whole school, or the work of a mid-level administrator, a subject area coordinator. Who are these people? So we have 13 subject area coordinators or cluster coordinators. These are some of them, 6 of them. Chinese, CLE, IT, English, Filipino, and preschool and Hele. No? Then for mathematics, MAPE, science, social studies, ATM, that's for senior high school, accounting, technology, and math. And then HIL, which is humanities, Ignatian pedagogical, Ignatian spirituality and language. And then we also have in charge for the science and research, And then the rest are, these are the ones in charge in the formation programs. So when I say program, it can be a subject area. It can also be a formation program like CMS Campus Ministry, Student Development Office, Discipline, and guidance. No, I'm stressing this because the school, it's not always the case in other schools. We take premium on formation, and formation happens not just in the class but also in off-class activities done by these people. Okay. Okay. So for the past 3 years, we have done a lot of things. Institutional integration is one. Before, we had principals in every unit. Now there's only one principal, and the principal was chosen 4 years ago through communal discernment. And the same communal discernment happened last year, and I got my additional 3-year assignment starting this school year. No, so as far as professional development, I will elaborate it later in the questions that you will send me. For institutional innovations for the past 3 years, medyo na fast track because of the COVID, no, because of the pandemic. I will not elaborate this more further because this might not be the interest of the group. So maybe, Ma'am Jen, we can start with the first question. No, sorry. Roles pa muna. Siguro I don't need, anyway, I gave this one to Ma'am Jen, the copy. So maybe you can use this if you want for personal, I don't know, for personal reference. You can check this one out, no? So I placed here the roles of the principal. Okay, I am reporting directly to the president, and then these are my roles. Basically, my role is to be in charge of the day-to-day academic and non-academic formation operations in the K-12 basic education in school. For the mid-level administrator, also known as our subject area coordinators or in senior high school cluster coordinators, these are the responsibilities. So maybe I don't need to elaborate this, but you can refer to this. You can get a copy from Ma'am Jen so that you would know how, no, what are the responsibilities of subject area coordinators, our supervisors, no, for subjects, and also our supervisor for formation areas. So our terms are renewable for 3 years. There are some terms that are special, 1 year, 2 years lang. But most of the time, in regular basis, we are given 3 years assignment. No? So pwedeng ma-renew, pero I think maximum is 3 terms. No? And why is that so? Because we believe that assignments, especially on administrative assignments, it must not be permanent. No? Walang principal for life, walang subject area coordinator for life. So for example, Ma'am Jen is working with her masters ngayon, and when she finishes her master's degree, there's a great possibility for her to be assigned in leadership roles also. And for us, for example, ako yung principal, but in the next 2 years after this year, I can be assigned back to teach physics because I'm a physics teacher. So that's one of the things that we do and we adopt in Ateneo de Iloilo in terms of assignments, supervisory assignments. Meron nga isang subject area na under her, I think this is English, under her before, no, tatlong former subject area coordinators. So can you imagine that, no? But that's part of our system. No one stays permanently in the position. Everyone has the opportunity to take supervisory work if necessary. Okay, this can answer a little bit the questions later, pero some of you will, siguro, I will just show this one later when you ask. But suffice it to say that if you ask me about the kinds of observations conducted by the SACs, eto yun. Pero hindi ko na lang pag-i-elaborate. I'll just elaborate this later when it's needed in the question and answer kasi medyo limited yung time natin.